Thor News presents...
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about oil.
Stay cool.
The question of whether Venezuela may default has been on the table for years because oil has fallen off a cliff.
¿Quién es usted?
Yo soy del pueblo. Long live el Libertador.
You ready for your mission? Should you choose to accept it.
No lo van a amedrentar más. Vamos por ustedes. Esta noche.
Let's talk about what can really only be described as the insane clusterfuck that is Venezuela.
It's a country staring down social upheaval, political unrest, and bordering on economic collapse. Multiple states of emergency have been declared. So how did this happen to the country with the largest oil reserves in the world?
El verdadero destino del hombre es la libertad.
¿Quién puede detener el viento? ¿Quién?
I'm starting work in a foreign country for an oil company, and I'll have to learn its ways.
The first Europeans came to Venezuela seeking gold. They later found black gold, crude oil. They've been mining it ever since.
Your vision of democracy is exactly what Washington and Jefferson promised.
Yes, it is. But it's not only for white men. It is for all men. Invasion. They massacred the first Americans and enslaved the continent for 300 years.
Sure, it's a different country, and I'm a foreigner here. But the Venezuelans have already made me feel welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I say I'm an oil man, you will agree.
There's a whole ocean of oil under our feet. No one can get at it except for me.
I have a string of tools ready to put to work.
A beginning has been made. New refineries, chemical plants, iron foundries, cement works. All Venezuelans hope that crude oil can support a broader, more varied industrial structure.
I have a competition in me. I want no one else to succeed.
There's growing unrest in the universities. Many students are convinced that foreign investors, notably the oil companies, are taking more from Venezuela than they should.
I look at people and I see nothing worth liking.
The narrow downtown streets along which we drove were once invaded by Morgan's pirate raiders.
After months of demonstrations and strikes in Venezuela, yet another day of violence as a blast rocks a motorcycle convoy of police officers.
So it's not a question of when if they're gonna default now. So when is it gonna happen, and under what context is it gonna happen?
Is that the big question? Not if, but when?
Right, that's exactly the big question.
Venezuela is not the only potential defaulter out there in this scenario. How bad is this going to hurt?
This is really bad.
Any idea why this is happening?
But what actually could save OPEC is probably going to be Venezuela.
And that's really hard to get a central leader to lead people to real change.
We a big company, millions of moving parts.
Go.
The syndicate is real.
Any idea why this is happening?
Go. The syndicate is real.
But what actually could save OPEC is probably going to be Venezuela.
I can't keep doing this on my own. With these people.
Thor News is for winners, and that's why you're here. So stick around.
Hit the button, baby. Stay cool. This is a Thor News presentation.
If you were watching the signs of the way the global economy is ebbing and flowing, I gotta say, it's a pretty bad sign, man. Yeah, it signals that the economy's broken, man, you know? It signals major shifts to shit. This is pretty much a beast dragon economy, held up by smoke mirrors and wonky chit-chat. As long as you know that, you're good to go. Asterisk, I think at this point. I'm not sure at this point. Anybody's good.